demonstrate the use of the Burton Band's VursaWedge with its component wedge called Wedge 2. So the VursaWedge is a plastic wedge that splits down the middle. So as you place it, the wings can open and follow the contours of the adjacent teeth. It comes with this second component part called Wedge 2, which is a solid body wedge that is designed to fit in between the split wings of the VursaWedge. And this Wedge 2 is designed to help in cases where you have an irregular gingival margin that needs to be sealed, such as a furcation involvement. Bicuspid, mesial bicuspids is a common area with that. And this is a very unique system that allows like double wedging without having to destroy your matrix or cause contact issues. So this Wedge 2 is really only used in my office about 10% of the time. I use VursaWedge by itself majority of the time, but it's a very, very handy device when it's needed. And I'll demonstrate just a quick case here. So let's just assume that we've got this lesion. I place my sectional, I place my VursaWedge, and I take a look down in there and I see that there's a bit of a concavity on the gingival margin that I want to seal shut. So all you're going to do is take Wedge 2 from the palatal aspect, or from the aspect of the wedge opening, and you're just going to place it in, and you can hear it clicking as it goes in. There's tiny raised ridges on the outside of the Wedge 2, and there's one little raised ridge on the inside of the VursaWedge. So in these tight spaces in here, it's designed to interlock a bit and help hold it in place so it doesn't just want to easily slide out. So then now we can place a ring over this, and there's two ways to do this. The handle of the Wedge 2 is a bit smaller than the handle of the VursaWedge, so it's designed to fit actually underneath of the ring pads, so you don't have to worry about crushing it when you go in there. What I typically do is I go over the handle portion of the VursaWedge right here, and then I kind of let the other side slide into position there, and I'm not engaging the wings of the split wings of the VursaWedge. In other words, I'm kind of allowing the Wedge 2 here to do its work. So you can see these split wings are actually underneath of the ring. And that's just for this instance with Wedge 2. If there was not a Wedge 2 in there, 10 times out of 10, I would put the ring pads in between the split wings of the VursaWedge. But this way you don't have to worry about disrupting your Wedge 2 that's doing its job to seal your gingival margin. So in the cases where you do end up needing the Wedge 2, take some time to just kind of slide your ring on the, in between the matrix and the wedge wing, so not to engage it and dislodge the second wedge and kind of have to start over.